What is up, guys? It's your boy Blanky Speed here, and today we're gonna be watching an offlane Pudge. A lot of you guys, so I've been saying this for a bit now, but a lot of you guys send me replays over Discord, so thank you for that. Obviously, I can only get to them one at a time, so if this isn't a replay, I apologize. But as I said, I just decided to pick one. I'm like, all right, I feel like recording a video today. Let's pick one of the replays from the boys, and yeah, so we got an offlane Pudge gameplay here. I really like, I'll keep it real, I really like reviewing low MMR games. They're just kind of fun, just because there's so much shit going on that's so weird. So yeah, we're going to be watching this Pudge game. We got force of kills on the Pudge. I don't think he said too much about it in his Discord message. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he didn't say too much about it. But either way, we're going to watch the offlane Pudge. And offlane Pudge, I'm a huge fan. I don't necessarily think it's really good at high MMR, but I think, honestly, at low MMR, it's quite decent. And the reason why is your team isn't going to think you're another carry, so they're not going to assume you're intentionally griefing. But Pudge is a carry hero. This hero needs to take space. This hero needs to soak farm. And that's, frankly, going to be the big thing I'm going to be looking for here. Just because he's an offlaner, I want to see him being greedy. I want to see him taking farm, becoming that guy who gets the early ags, and then making plays with that timing. So yeah, getting into starting items. What is he laning against? PA Chen. So if it's PA Chen or PA Coddle, I would have went with the stick here. I don't mind the Ring of Prot against the PA Chen lane. It's good. But I definitely would replace this Gauntlet with a stick. Right? I don't think having no stick against PA is really a good idea at all. Then from there, honestly, if my support isn't going to be with me in the lane right away, or I think the lane is going to be hard, I'm always going to start the lane by hooking the range creep. Right? Because when you hook the range creep, it basically enables you to never have to overcommit for it. Right? So that's one of the benefits of Pudge offlane. You can essentially secure the range creep without having to commit. However, that's not going to happen here. So I would have looked for that. Good deny onto the creep there. But yeah, I don't like the fact that you just lost this for not no reason, but you could have bought a stick and then hooked this, and you would have had plenty of mana just because of the stick. So I would have liked to see that. That would have gotten you an early level 2 and a faster level 3 as well. Alright, so it looks like you're going to be queuing up the Ring of Health, which I actually like here. I think it's solid, right? I think in the PA Chen lane, you're going to get chipped down. You don't really need to go anything besides... I would probably just rush the Vanguard. You'd be pretty uncontested in this lane. I don't think you need to go boots. The reason why I wouldn't go boots in this lane is I don't really expect him to be chased down, per se. I guess they could. I guess Penitence PA could chase you a little bit. But you want to get that Vanguard as soon as possible, because then the Chen PA lane does 0 damage. Okay, you gotta work on your last hitting. I don't know. You can't have 3 last hits after, like, I think 5 or 6 creeps, and they're all uncontested, so there's no real excuse with a 80 base damage. Come on! Come on, force a kill. No more. Alright. Let's see if he misses any more. I have a feeling he's about to go ham and miss, like, 0 from now. Okay, that didn't count. The PA was contesting. He got that one. I'm feeling it now. But yeah, okay. Not too much to do. Just sticking to, like, things he could do. There's not too much to do at this point. See, he's going crazy. He stopped missing. I knew it. But yeah, there's not too much to do at this point. Okay, that was weird. You should have gotten the CS then the deny. And also, one more thing. I really don't like level 2 rot. The reason why I don't like level 2 rot is it damages you, right? It does damage to yourself. So, like, some lanes it's okay if you have some really clear kill threat. I don't know. I don't even know what an example is. Like, Hoodwink Pudge against Sniper. Maybe you can try to kill him. But even then, I would probably want Flesh Heap to deal with Shrapnel. So, the point is if you take level 1 rot, and then you take Flesh Heap, the Flesh Heap blocks the rot damage, the active, right? So you can actually use the rot. You can use it to push out the wave, to threaten people. It's just to tank damage. I think it's 10 times better in like 95, 98% of games to take Flesh Heap at level 3. I personally am very anti-rot, if that makes any sense. So yeah, don't mind the last hits. They're overall pretty decent. Should be higher. If I was you, I'd be aiming for about 15, 16. If I'm completely uncontested with Pudge and a Quelling Blade Pudge at that, you got to be aiming a little bit higher. But overall, I like that you're focused on CS. You're not over-chasing. You're not over-chasing. So this is solid because Pudge doesn't need to do anything early on. Pudge's main spike is level 3 if you take Flesh Heap, or more importantly, level 4, because level 1 Flesh Heap still blocks the rot damage from level 2 Flesh Heap. Oh, I'm sorry, from level 2 rot, level 1 Flesh Heap nearly still blocks the entirety. Nah, don't buy a Soul Ring. Why are you gonna buy a Soul Ring? You don't need fucking... Why do you need mana? You have a stick against PA and CM Aura, and you're not even casting your spells. Why are you buying a Soul Ring? What? You could get such an early Vanguard and just completely zone the PA out of lane. Aw, this is such a grief. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't need the mana. He definitely doesn't need the mana. And the Vanguard's just so good in this lane. I mean, it's good every game, really, in like any lane, basically, but it's particularly good. They're all physical damage, right? I really don't like this. Because, yeah, you can get this brutally good timing. The Soul Ring doesn't give you anything. You don't need the mana. The stats are not really great. You're going to get 1 gauntlet worth of stats, and then the recipe's 400 gold. I wouldn't even mind seeing the boots here. This is a pretty easy lane. The PHN isn't pressuring you at all, so you can even opt for boots because you're really dominating. That's definitely a decent option in this lane, too. I could see that totally. Like, with the pace of the game being, like, quite favorable, as you can chase down the Chen. Good play there with the Flesh Heap. Oh, turn off Rot. What the hell? Stick. Oh, the bait. I think you would have lived here if you actually turned off Rot right away. Your execution seemed a bit off to me, unless I'm crazy. So, okay. Hook onto the Chen. Hit. Move. Hit. Get the kill, turn off Rot. Oh yeah, you kept it on. Okay. You kept it on for a long time, so, okay. I mean, not terrible. Almost got the hook off. If you got that hook off, it would have been a double kill. But overall, good play. Great hook onto the Chen, recognizing that he's out of position and under the tower. It's a really, really nice play. I just can't get off the fact that you bought a Soul Ring. It's just so awful. It doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't. All it does is waste gold. I don't know. But okay, goes for level 3 Rot. Pretty standard. Queuing up the Vanguard now. That's fine. And at this point with level 3 Rot, I would look to pressure the PA pretty consistently. Like if I can get on top of her at all, I'm gonna take the trade almost every time because you just out sustain her. She probably has limited regen. Yeah, she has pretty limited regen compared to you, right? Stick, Tango's, Ring of Health. So any even trade is a favorable trade, and that's how I'd be looking at it. I'd look to turn on the Rot with the Flesh Heap, push out the wave, do some damage in the meantime. You know, at the same time. Okay, easy kill on the Chen. No wonder why no one picks Chen in this bracket. How do you play Chen in the Guardian bracket? I feel like this hero is way too hard and requires too much niche understanding of Dota. Why would anyone play Chen in the low? Chen is like the least played hero in Dota. I can't believe there's a Chen in this game. And honestly, I can see why. He's level 2 at minute 7 and 0-2. But alright. Almost level 6, so I would definitely want to see you get more aggressive. Honestly, I'm just going to keep it real. The shame of this lane is if you rushed a Vanguard and didn't die, and you got like a 4 or 5 minute Vanguard, and then you pressed Flesh Heap with Rot on the PA off cooldown with the Vanguard, you could have completely zoned her out of the lane. Like one decent hook onto her with Rot pressuring her a little bit, she'd be half HP. And you just need to rinse repeat that. You've casted like one hook in 7 minutes. You've been full mana with CM and stick charges the entire lane. Like, I haven't been mentioning it throughout the lane because I'm just watching and there's other things, but like for instance here, its Soul Ring is so creepy. It's so creepy. You're full mana. You don't need the Soul Ring. All you're doing is giving them a chance to kill you with a mid rotation. I mean, you're probably not gonna die to PA. You have a Vanguard, and it's gonna end up going well, right? You're gonna kill her. So, but the thing is, this should have been basically the issue with Herald Guardian, like a Crusader level, is that 9 times out of 10 people don't really skirmish and they don't chip each other down for the most part. It's like this all-in brawl at some point and that's it. Right? It's like a fight to the death occasionally and that's it. There's no chipping, there's no, oh, I'm gonna use my Flesh Heap, I'm gonna use my Rot, get you down a third of your health. Even if it's only a third, even if it's only a fourth of your health, I'm gonna reset and I'm gonna do it again 20 seconds later, right? If I can do that, right? Some games you can't walk up with Pudge, but in certain lanes, right? Maybe they have like Razor or something, but you get the point. Or like a Slark, you have to be more careful. But in a lane like this against PA and Chen, it's so free to go aggressive with the Rod, and you didn't do that. So if there was one thing I'd fix, I would rush Vanguard, and then I would abuse my abilities on that timing and really like play to own people. So good hook there, nice kill. Going for the phase boots, that seems totally reasonable. I like it. CS, okay, not great on the CS department, but pretty solid. I would say 48 at 10 in a basically free farm lane is not fantastic, but it's okay. It's solid, especially for where you are. You're probably highest CS. Okay, you're close to highest CS, so pretty freaking good. Okay, you can hook the large creep. I like that. Good efficiency. The PA's not laning. Might as well use the hook for efficiency. If you are going to buy the Soul Ring, that's a good reason, a good way to use it. So at this point, I don't hate the Soul Ring. I think it's still expensive, but I like the way you're using it. I like the efficiency here. I think that's great, and I'm really glad that you're not rotating. You're just pushing out the lane. And honestly, at this point with this cart, and when I'm playing Pudge, I'm usually going to push out the lane at this point. Like, yeah, it's kind of good that you static it. It's really cool. This is really advanced that you'd even consider this at this bracket to static the wave. But I would just shove it out and focus on flash farming. So, okay, you make the wrong play here. So what you'd want to do here for efficiency is drag the wave to one of the side camps. So you're at the point where you're not going to be ganked. They don't have a single hero that even threatens you. If any of them go on you, you can TP this game. They literally don't have a single stun besides SF ult, which is hilarious. So you could play, I mean, even if you couldn't TP out, you could probably just walk away from like most of their heroes, right? With the Vanguard phase boots. So it's 1148. That means the creep wave's here. 1150 is about where the creep goes in line with the small camp. That's something to keep in mind. 1150 or 1120. On the 20 or the 50 timer, you can walk to here and you can drag the wave. And that's what you want to do at this point in the game with Pudge. You're completely unkillable, you're ungankable, and you flash farm like a madman. And that's what you should be taking advantage of. So I wouldn't go and like roam or anything like this. This is just a waste of time. This is not how I would play Pudge. I get you want to go for a kill, I understand, but it's unreliable, right? This is very unreliable. I mean, what the hell is this? This is the most psycho gank brute I've seen in my life. Wait, oh, okay, SF's Invis? He must be Invis, right? Yeah, okay. Tranquil Boots SF? What the hell? What is he even laning against? That would, like, I would have been like, okay, maybe if he's laning against, like, Zeus or something. That's crazy. That's a crazy take from the SF. Alright, that's a crazy take. Okay, yeah, I mean, they kind of saw you here, but just to be clear, what you should be doing is just dragging the wave. Take the wave to the small camp. If it's dead, take it to here. If this is dead, take it to here. And then do it over and over again with different camps and just get an early Ags. Like, then own the game on the Ags timing. Just make it. Trust me, if you do that on offlane Pudge with this good of a start, you'll win like 9 out of 10 games at this bracket. Like, the Ags timing is so OP if you can get it early. So, yeah, I mean, this gank group is pretty crazy. And then here, also, this was a bit... If you're gonna... Oh, God. Dude, this bracket's insane. This bracket's insane. How does this cuddle walk up? Alright, there's a couple crazy things we're about to watch here, guys. We got some crazy stuff coming up here. So, first things first... my man, oh, I don't even think, did I say the name? Yeah, I did. Force of Kills, gets a Philosopher's Stone and opts to carry it, which is pretty wild. I will admit, this is not good, because you actually really want your attack damage on Pudge. 30 attack damage is a ton, and yes, you do auto-attack people when you're rotting them down as Pudge. So, I wouldn't do this. I definitely wouldn't do that. And then, I can't believe this Coddle walks up and hits the tower. How does Coddle walk up and hit the tower here? What am I watching? There's no way this Coddle got stone gazed. How do you get stone gazed? Just turn around. I guess he didn't. Honestly, actually, that was kind of a beast play from the dude, so I'm not gonna lie. He didn't really want to run into the putt. Honestly, that was kind of the carry Medusa roaming in with the phase boot stone gaze. That's so. This bracket, the people in this bracket are so creative. It's never efficient or good, which sounds really toxic. It's like, I'm just being honest. It's never good, but it's really creative. All right, so we get the axe coming out here. All right, here's the big timing. I will say I would have liked to see the cloak. It's not a good cloak game overall, so I can kind of get behind not buying it, but it does block the axe damage. Because his Flesh Heap actually doesn't block the entirety of Ags. But okay, we got the Ags coming up here. Main thing I just want to see is if he can get a good angle. Probably not going to be able to catch the SF here. What the? Okay, I wouldn't do that. If I think a fight's going to break out or I'm trying to fight, I would be rotting down these camps so I can save my hook. I definitely don't really love that. And then here, these guys are extending pretty far. I don't know if you're looking at your minimap. Okay, this looks like a kill here. This could be a decent wrap. So you go in. Looking at the bristle. I like how you're moving your camera ahead. That's fantastic. Turn the rod on. Use your Flesh Heap. Ah, jeez. Don't take 600 damage for no reason. Okay, that was not... You need to just use this more actively. You never... Even though, like, you might think, oh, I'm not dying, just save your HP, right? Just don't just, like, grief your HP away. Okay, that was a... that was a bold hook. That was pretty bold. Same thing here. Oh, I think you're just forgetting to click Flesh Heap, I think. Because, like, even here, you, like... Kill the wave, and then you turn on Flesh Heap, which is obviously not the correct order, but I think maybe you're just forgetting to do it, but I like that you tried there. That was good. Okay, decent hook. Unfortunately, now you don't have the Flesh Heap, which... Oh, God. Well, you probably would have been fine if you had it, but alright, unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say besides try not to walk up to towers, so, like... it's kind of hard for me to coach this bracket because the best play you can make is running down top, killing the PA, or trying to kill the PA, kill the wave, kill the camp, run mid, kill Chen, wave, camp, and you just farm so much gold that you're completely untouchable. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy to farm 30% of the map at this level if you just know how to do it. But I think people want to fight. It's more fun. You feel strong, so you're like, I'm going to go kill them. But it's just the way that you kill them. You want to push out the waves first. You want to kick people out of areas so that the PA can't free farm. Because this PA, she's starting... Okay, she's not catching up to you, but she's having a decent game now. And that's the thing, right? You can prevent her from having any game at all. And this is what most offlaners don't understand. They think fighting is the way to create space. You also have to shut down space. That's a big concept a lot of people just don't have. Like here, this is a wonderful play because it should then transition... Oh, wow, she got the blur off at the perfect time. But it can transition into a ton of farm, right? Unless you don't farm any of it, but... gosh dang it. You really like cooking the creeps. I mean, it's definitely a way to farm. Okay, I would TP bottom here. Okay, you could run. It was under the tower, so I would have liked to see a TP. Usually I'm okay with you running if you're that close, but it was directly under the tower. Okay, I don't mind you hooking the SF. Oh, you canceled Dismember. Uh-oh. Ross going to town, but honestly, I think this play would have worked out. Unfortunately, if you just didn't cancel the rod, because it didn't get canceled. I think you actually manually canceled it. Also, your blink is in your backpack, unfortunately. Because best case scenario is you don't even have to try for this hook. You can just walk up. But yeah, the execution's not bad. You turned on the flesh heap, just got a little bit unlucky there. I think you got thrown off by the call will go, but yeah, almost a really good fight there. Also, I forgot to mention, but you really got to be taking this dragon scale here. There's just no way around it. You got to be taking the dragon scale. Having 5 extra armor against a PA who probably is going to buy Deso, Goo, and SF minus armor is so important. Also, you're playing against Penitents, right? So, like, it's just so important. Dude, why do people buy Greaves in this bracket? Can someone explain to me the appeal of Greaves to low MMR players? Why in the world do people buy Greaves? I like see it all the time on Dazzle and Chen. Why? It's so bad. This item sucks. I actually don't understand why anyone would ever consider it. Like, do they read the item? It doesn't do anything. Like, it only dispels yourself. It's so awful. Whatever. I literally see it all the time when I'm coaching this bracket. And I just can't understand it. Like, I don't get it. Is it because it builds from mech? So it just seems natural? It's like, oh, I have Mana Boots and mech. Might as well buy Greaves. Like, alright, please swap in your Blink Dagger. Please! Please swap in your Blink Dagger. You swapped in a smoke. How do you not realize your Blink's in your backpack? Fuck! Alright, you queue up the pipe, which honestly, usually I like it, but it's really bad this game. I'd probably buy a Shiva's this game. I'd pick up a Shiva's. Yeah, it's definitely a Shiva's game. Shiva's into, like, E-Blade maybe is not bad as well, because you can, like, you know, E-Blade the physical damage dealers or protect yourself, so a build like that would be fantastic here. But the pipe is pretty unnecessary. Okay, good smoke gank there. Really, really nice play. He swapped in a blink. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the fact that you coordinated smoke gank there. I love seeing that in this bracket. And then it transitioned. This is crazy that this is happening in Guardian. This is wild. You just got to dismember the Rosh now. Okay, there we go. That's crazy. A smoke gank into Roshan in the Guardian bracket. I don't think I've ever witnessed this before. Alright, moving on ahead. I'm not going to keep ranting about farming, because, like, realistically, at this level, it's kind of just like, hey, you're going to team fight, but you should be pushing in the top wave. Like, personally, what I would be doing is I'd push in mid wave, push in top wave, and then connect with my team with a TP. At some point, you know, obviously you can group up, and it's good to group up. Oh, fight breaks out. Let's see how you execute this. Could go for a blink hook onto the SF. He's pretty immobile. Okay, I would just take out the Chen here. Oh, he's going to get greedy. He's going to go for more. Okay. Okay, finds the SF. Can maybe go for the hook here. Alright. It's dangerous. It's a tough game to go in deep as Pudge. Some games you can go kind of crazy like that, and there's no way you're going to die. And the reason why is because no one threatens you, right? No one threatens you. But this game, they actually have so much physical damage, which is sometimes a problem, especially minus armor from Bristle. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, but the minus armor from Bristle can be a problem. Like, I think Bristle's a pretty hard Pudge counter usually. But okay, they have vision. I feel like you could blink in here. Does this PA be... If she doesn't have... Oh, wow. You could easily fight, actually. As long as you dismember PA, this is a free fight. Should have went in here. A bit of a missed opportunity for sure. They're so weak. This guy basically solo dies to your combo. Yeah, there you go. Easy. The hook! Oh! Force of kills is a beast on the hooks. Going for more, I respect it. Dismember onto the PA. As long as you hit the hook, you kill her. Hook. Oh, you didn't even need it. Hook onto the coddle. My. And SF has no ult. Oh no, I'm kidding. I'm capping. Does he? What? Has he have ult already? Okay, I don't know. But either way, you just gotta kite out a little bit. No, don't blink away. He's alone. What? He's alone. And all this guy does is ult. You could have killed him. Oh no. Oh, okay. You know, it's really funny. Sometimes I forget that, like, not forget, but like it's funny that a big thing about gaining a MMR is kind of just like knowing how many people are alive at all times, and then also just knowing the relative strength to other heroes. That's probably the hardest thing in Dota. Just like knowing relative strength. Like, am I stronger than this guy? And does he have teammates? Because that was just straight up a free kill, right? And it's like, it's hard to win games if you just don't know whether or not you can kill people. That often just comes with time. But it also comes with checking items, right? For instance, what I said is, does PA have BKB? If she doesn't, I can jump her. So I quickly click on her, I say, wow, she has 1400 HP, and they have no way to cancel Dismember, right? With SF being dead. Even if he's alive, he probably won't. And so, yeah, I can just get a free Dismember onto her and kill her off. So it's just something to keep in mind. Check items. Check HPs. If they're a low HP hero, you can probably just go in. But all right, opting for the heart here. It's not. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a heart. It's not like a horrible item choice. I just once again think that going for like items that deal with physical damage when they have 3 cores that deal physical damage is too strong. Right? It makes it too easy to play. So okay, one thing you got to be careful about: make sure your jumps are clean. When you jump in, make sure they're clean. What I mean by that is if you're going to initiate, it's got to be a very quick, clean initiation that immediately gets you on top of someone. You never want it to be otherwise, because just a big mistake, and it prevents you from getting your DPS out immediately, right? You want to get your damage going immediately so you can obviously do as much damage as possible and prevent people from getting spells off. So here, I would 100% blink in between these two supports, get the rot going. Probably Dismember the more valuable of the two, which I think is the Coddle in this case. So, a bit of a questionable initiation because it won't. I mean, you end up getting him anyway, but the point is you want to do the damage right away. If this Coddle's a better player, he's going to have a 4-staff and a Glimmer. He's not just going to die there, so you'd immediately want to get off your Dismember onto him and enable the Huskar to kill him. So I would say definitely a mistake there, not a very clean initiation. You're going to walk in, and at this point, it seems like you're just too strong. So yeah, you're popping off. Uh-oh. Okay, good hook to cancel the Requiem, then a good arrow. Very, very nice. This PA is just completely split pushing. It's actually crazy. She's probably really farmed at this point. Oh my god, you're 20k net worth, and the next highest is Deuce at 15k. How a Guardian Pudge got to 20k net worth. That's probably the video title or something. I don't know. I can't believe you still have the Philosopher's Stone as well. That's wild. All right, we'll go over the last part of the game. This game's done. I would imagine it's going to end soon. But I can't believe you're still running Philosopher's Stone 34 minutes into the game. That's just wild. But the only problem with the heart here is it really doesn't keep you alive against Bristle. Like something like Shiva's is going to slow him down so he can't chase you as easily. Or Lotus is fantastic this game too, to deal with Penitence, to deal with Coddle slow, and to deal with the goo. So I would have considered a Lotus as well to pick up some armor. You can disassemble your Vanguard and buy that. So that would likely be what I would do. If I'm going to go Heart, I'm going to disassemble the Vanguard into Heart and Lotus this game. If I do decide to go that route. So I definitely would have done that. Because now you have like 6 stacks of goo and your armor is -2. I always forget how that number works. I think it's -2 at the moment. But it's a problem, right? If the PA and the SF kill you, you're going to instantly die. Like, your build is super unoptimized to go in here. The only reason you're not dying is because the enemy team is, like, tilted, so they're just going in one by one. I'm just being honest, right? Like, I would be very afraid that in a game where they had the same heroes and your team was losing, like, not doing as well, and you were having a less good game, you would just be insta-dying because of your items, just to keep it real. All right, so we go into the high ground here. SF ulti. Should jump him right after. Wow, that's a long fear. Holy. Does he have the neutral item? No, it's not even. Oh, he has this one. Yeah, he does. He has the neutral item for it. I actually haven't seen that. The SF with the cloak. So you don't have a mid wave, but you have a top wave. Go in. Once again, just be careful. I'll end the video here. We've been going for a bit. And by the way, I'm still going to be using the replays from the submissions from the last video. So if you sent me a replay from like 2 or 3 videos ago, you might still end up in a video. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel because you still might end up in a video, right? I just got like, I think it was like 15 or 20 replays, so really appreciate it, guys. I'm glad everyone's like really interested in that. But okay, dismember onto the Chen. Risky, honestly, you usually don't want to go for Blink Hook, but it can be okay to keep your team in position. Oh my god, this Dusa is a menace. The Phase Boost Stone Gaze is something to behold. And yeah, I definitely would not buy Lincoln's. Like, I don't really understand your item choices. Like, I don't understand what Lincoln's addresses this game. I don't really feel like it counters much of anything, actually. So, definitely rethink the items a little bit. I feel like you're kind of just buying them because you think they're good on Pudge, not because they're good in the game. That's what it feels like to me, so I would switch it up a little bit. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Good game. First of kills definitely popped off. I would say continue to just continue to farm. Keep up with this good laning stage, right? Keep owning the laning stage. Stop buying Soul Ring, but keep up with the good laning stage, and then try to snowball it from there by hitting that Axe timing at around minute 16 if you can. If you have complete free farm and you drag waves to camps, you should be able to get a 15-16 minute Axe, and from there, man, you'll feel unstoppable when you're showing up the fights that early in with that timing on an Axe. You're unstoppable. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.